His son would have been 2 years old, but SAHUDIN has only a grave to tend. His baby died after the midwife insisted that SAHUDIN's wife, who was in labor, traveled to a hospital 4 hours away from their home.
Yang jelas, yang saya nggak suka itu.
The worst thing was that when our baby was almost out, only the head was still inside, the midwife would not allow the baby to be born in the car. She forced my wife to keep her legs together so the baby couldn't get out.
Mau begini tuh nggak boleh sama dia. Begini.
SAHUDIN's son is among nearly 90,000 newborn babies who die in Indonesia every year. While more and more professional midwives have been trained, many couples still rely on cheap traditional health care. Poor pregnant women often don't undergo essential tests because they can't afford them. Many are unable to pay for hospital treatment, even in a case of emergency.
Kalau tidak mau, kita bikinkan surat pernyataan.
If women don't want to go to the hospital, we ask them to sign a paper explaining that they cannot go to the hospital because of the lack of money. So we cannot be held responsible if something goes wrong.
Indonesia has long been a country with one of the highest maternal death tolls in the world. In 1989, almost 20,000 women died during childbirth. Since the government introduced the Midwife in Every Village program, the situation has improved, reducing that figure by more than half.
However, in recent years, we see that a gap still remains. There are large disparities in some areas of Indonesia where women don't have access to skilled care at birth.
Indonesia has made huge progress, but still in a poor neighborhood, going to a doctor is pure luxury. People still rely on traditional healers or unqualified midwives, not aware of the risks they're taking. Anna's son is born at the house of NURHAYATI, a local midwife. Because of her medical condition, she was advised to have a cesarean section, but she couldn't afford the operation. She was lucky. NURHAYATI is well trained compared to many traditional birth attendants who have no education at all.
Women take huge risks. We don't know what these traditional healers will do to you. Sometimes they even use bamboo to make stitches. We work with professional medical equipment.
More than 35% of Indonesians still have no access to professional midwives. The government says it will train more in the future. Until then, thousands more couples like SAHUDIN and Wati will have to deal with the agony of losing their newborn child. Vaessen, Al Jazeera, Jakarta.